All right, man, we back. Episode 3 of Understanding Money, Finances, and Wealth through the Biblical Lens. And before I start, I want to say this. I'm not a pastor, preacher, or a teacher. I'm just learning. So if you want to come along, come along. If not, it is what it is. I'm praying that God will put this in front of the right people that need to see this. All right, today we talking about the wisest man and the richest man that ever was. And no, I'm not talking Elon Musk. I'm talking King Solomon. You see, King Solomon wrote the book of Proverbs. And in Proverbs, you got gems on gems. And to understand a little bit more, first off, it was a letter to his sons, and it's probably in his middle part of his life. But there's like three main parts. You got learning, where it's acquisition of info, like knowledge. Then you have wisdom, where it's the application of that info or knowledge. Then you have understanding, where you have complete understanding from that subject, so you could be able to pass it on. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because wisdom applies so much into what we're talking about, because God asked Solomon, he said, hey, I can give you all the riches, I can give you all the land, I can give you this, this, and that. Or you can have wisdom. And he was like, I'll choose wisdom. See, God was searching his heart. And he chose wisdom from a humble place. And because of that, God gave him everything that he didn't ask for. The riches, the land, everything. Now, wisdom, and this is coming, like, you got to think, Solomon had the most wisdom. He had extraordinary wisdom. But wisdom is an ability, not a guarantee. Because many times you'll find that Solomon did not choose wisdom. And you'll see in Ecclesiastes, he says, vanities is vanities. Everything is vanity. So it's imperative that we know that we have a choice to choose wisdom. And the awesome thing about this life is we can learn from, okay, let's say if we gain wisdom and we decide to not use it, or if we fail to use it, the pain that we suffer from that, we can grow better understanding so we can better apply it the next time. See, God is not leaving you in the dirt. God is trying to guide you into that. But try and listen to wisdom. It's shouting in the streets. All right, there's two verses I want to talk about today. The first one being Proverbs 10, verse 4, where it says, a lazy hand will lead to poverty, but a diligent hand will lead to one being rich. You see, that word rich means asar, means to flourish, prosper, grow, or advance. You see, rich now versus rich back then is two different things. You can ask somebody what rich means, but now we're giving the definition of what rich means. Now, let's commit to God for all the potential that he has placed within us. You see, in this verse, you have one being diligent and one being lazy. The one that is diligent, they know that their small efforts add up over time that lead to meaningful results. They stay consistent. They stay disciplined. They stay committed. Then the one that is lazy, they take no action. They have procrastination and a lack of effort. You see, laziness will show up as procrastination because when you look at something, you see it as something that's daunting, something that's unappeasing. That action, I don't want to take it. But y'all got to realize, if you just broke them goals up into small actions and allow momentum to build, you wouldn't have that no more. You see, a lot of us, y'all blame the devil, but then you choose laziness. See, if you ain't changing it, you choosing it. The second verse is Proverbs 10, verse 22. Let me pull this up. The Lord's blessing makes a person rich, and no sorrow is added to it. You see, God's blessing brings increase, not just off of money and materials. God's blessing comes with no baggage, no sorrow, no forcing, and no stress. You don't need to hustle for it. It comes with no regrets. That's God's blessings. So if y'all want to continue on, y'all want to see episode 4, because we coming with fire. Come along. Bye, y'all.